Hello, this is Olivier back for a new video. The video today will be about US psych and 70s hard rock. And the specificity of this video is that I will show you what I would call or believe to be my 10 grails when it comes to again, US 70s hard rock and psych. And why I'm doing this video? I'm taking the opportunity of doing this video because I just acquired recently online a new record that I was looking at for quite some time already, and it's a 70s hard rock band. It's a bit of special one because this record was only issued in 1995, and it's the album of the band called Sudden Death. And the name of the album is Suddenly. And the story around this band and this album, it was issued again 1995 by the Funkadelic Records, that's the label. And the story around this band, it's a band which they recorded this album in the early 70s, I think in 71 in Long Island. And it was never pressed, it was never issued, right, commercialized. And you know, when Funkadelic Records issued this record in 1995, it was really in small quantities. I think it's probably, 500 copies or something like that. And yeah, and after some years, this album became highly collectible. And the reason for that is that it's really, from a musical standpoint, a great album. It's in the vein a bit of Led Zeppelin, I would say. Yeah, it's 70s hard rock. So if you like 70s hard rock, I highly recommend this album. They are today difficult to find, really difficult to find. I was looking at eBay for some time already. There are not many popping up. Most of the time they are really pricey. I paid a bit for this one, but I found it was a good deal looking at what they go for today on Discogs, for example. So now I took out some records for my collection, which I, again, would classify as my top 10 grails when it comes to the US bands. So first one is Highway Robbery. And look, that's a really strong album, hard rock album, and it comes on this RCA label. It's a Dynaflex record, and look, I know I heard several stories around Dynaflex, but for me, Dynaflex records, they are obviously relatively thin or less thicker than the normal records, right? But the sound quality, in my view, is really great, and this one is really near mint condition and it sounds really fantastic. Next one is High Tide Sea Shanties, and that's a promotional copy. So it's a gatefold sleeve, and that's as well 70s hard rock, and it comes on this Liberty label. So as well, really good conditions. I mean, most of the records I will show you are at least VG Plus, or some of them even near mint. Now we are getting to a highly collectible record, which is Coven first album, Witchcraft. And this album, I mean, for me, it's an excellent, kind of 70s hard rock, right? But it was recorded, I think, end of the 60s. And some people would say that that's the start of heavy metal, right? I mean, some will say Black Sabbath, but I read as well online, some people were referring to Coven and Witchcraft. Look, I would say it's really good music. It's more of 70s hard rock. The first side of the record, at least, because the second side is a bit special. And that's probably one of the reasons as well with the cover and the second side of the record why this album is highly collectible, because the second side of the record is not music, it's a recorded black mass somehow, right? So Witchcraft from Coven. And it comes on this Mercury label. Next one, it's Funkadelic, Mago Brain. Really difficult to find as well, especially in good condition. And this one is more of a VG plus. It sounds good. You know, there are maybe some pops on the record, but nothing really bad. And it comes on this Westbound label. Really nice label. So Funkadelic, Mago Brain. They did some reissue. I was looking at one stage to maybe buy a reissue because, you know, there is one song on the record, which is the Mago Brain song, which is relatively quiet song. So, you know, even if, again, it's not really bad quality, right? I mean, but there are a few pops, but I heard or I read online that the reissues, they don't really sound great. So I'm really happy with this original. And, you know, if I can find one day a near mint version of this album, I might look for it, but they are really, really pricey. Next one, Sacred Mushroom. I was looking for this record for probably 10 years, and then I finally bought one online. Again, came in good condition. It's more psychedelic band from Cincinnati, but in my view, really good album. I really liked it, and you know, I highly recommend, if you don't know Sacred Mushroom, to check it out. And this comes on the Parallax label. We are staying now in psych, and that's more the Californian psych from the late 60s with the Seeds. So that's A Web of Sound, the album, and it comes on this Crescendo label. Next one is again the Seed. I was really lucky to find this one online as well a few years ago. It was, or it's still sealed. I mean, it's not closed, right? But you have the yeah, I mean the plastic protection around, right? And again, really good album, comes on Crescendo as well, and this one is really near mint condition. Next one, which I found as well near mint, Comp 5 Psychotic Reaction, as well Californian Band, and it comes on this Double Shot label. And the last one, again from California, The Savage. The album is Resurrection, and this one is a white label promo. So that was what I would, you know, think are my top 10 grails from US hard rock and psych band. So hope you enjoyed the video. I mean, I'm always looking forward for the comments, so look, don't just leave a comment if you wish so, you know, give me a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, I would really highly appreciate your subscription. Thank you very much, and speak to you soon. Bye.